read, then you read, sir.
You read first and then I read it.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Thank you.
I swear by Almighty God
I swear by Almighty God
that the evidence I shall give to this commission
that the evidence I shall give to this commission
shall be the truth,
should be the truth,
the whole truth,
and
nothing
but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you.
Can you state your name?
Christophe Bardi.
Could you kindly spell that?
Sorry?
Can you kindly spell it out?
Chris, C-H-R-I-S-T-O-P-H-E. Christophe Bardi, B-A-R-D-Y.
Right. You're here with regard to the summons to Gambia Milling Corporation.
Yes.
What is the proper name of this company? What is the proper name of this company? The registered name of the company?
It's Gambia Milling Corporation Limited.
Corporation Limited.
Yes.
Where do you live in the Gambia? Where do you live?
Where I'm living?
Yes.
I'm resident in Accra, Ghana, because I'm the Vice President for Seaboard Overseas and Trading Group for West Africa, with the title of Managing Director of our operation in Nigeria, in Ghana, as well as the Gambia.
Do you have a resident director?
We have a resident general manager, yes.
What is his name?
His name is Patrick Malaga, recently hired by the company.
All right. Would you like to sit down?
Thank you.
Who are the directors of this? Okay, please sit down. Can you move the...
Thank you. The directors of GMC are Mr. Mohamed Bazi, Mr. Fadi Mazegi, Mr. Dave Danov, and myself. 4 directors.
Mr. David, what is the second name of David, the family name? Can you repeat the family name of Mr. David?
David Danov.
Can you spell Danov, please?
D-A-N-N-O-V.
Who are the shareholders of this company?
The shareholders?
Yes.
Okay. The shareholder structure is 50% Seaboard, a US Fortune 500 company, and 50% a company called Premier Investment Group.
Now you were someone with regard to land that you occupy at the ports. Yes,
sorry.
The land that your company occupies at the ports.
Yes.
Okay. Where are your offices located?
So it's under the land that we are occupying in the port that we call Navy land. It's belonging to GMC.
The land belongs to GMC.
Well, we have a lease, we have an agreement with the government and GMC to occupy and use this land.
What is GMC? What does it stand for? GMC. What does GMC stand for?
GMC is Gambia Milling Corporation. So within Gambia Milling Corporation, or under Gambia Milling Corporation, we have a lease
Do you have a copy of the lease?
I have a copy of the lease, yes.
Okay. Can we
Please.
see a copy of the
Yes.
lease? When was the lease entered into?
Started in April.
What is the date? What is the date
in
on the
May
lease?
2012.
What is the date on the lease?
Let me look at that. The date is April 30th, 2012.
April 13th, 2012. And the parties are, who is the...
Oh, sorry, this is the date, yes. The year, it starts from May 1st, 2013, yes. You're right.
Who are the parties?
So the parties, I'm reading that. The parties are the Minister of the State Land and GMC.
I see. Can we have a look? Does it have a serial registration number?
Yes.
What is the serial registration number?
I would say it's, unfortunately, the copy is not very, very good that I have. It's a K 154 2013.
2013.
Yes.
How did you come by that land? How did you come to lease that land?
Seaboard, looking at the, I'm sorry, I have to explain from the beginning, if you allow me. As said, Seaboard is a Fortune 500 company, publicly traded in the United States, and in the milling sector in around 12 countries around Africa. When we looked at the Gambia already around 20 years ago, we have seen that this market has a potential for us, but we have invested in Sierra Leone. When we closed the company in Sierra Leone, we had the opportunity to start a milling company here in the Gambia. We were ready to invest over $1 billion in the Gambia, a market of around 2 million people. So when Seaboard came to look at it more into details, we met with the trade minister at that time, the finance minister, with the port authority. And we said, we are ready to invest $1 billion. What are you going to give us to attract us? I used to be the managing director of Seaboard's operation in Congo-Brazzaville. In Congo-Brazzaville, the government gave us 10 years of tax holiday to attract us. So here in the Gambia, the government gave us 5 years of tax holiday. As the market is not very big, they gave us some, I would say, they gave us a kind of a protection on the imported flour. And we asked them also a land allowing us to unload our wheat vessel close to the port, close to the berth. That was part of the deal. And the government said, okay, we are going to give you, against this investment of 1 billion, we are going to give you 5 years of tax holiday. We are going to give you this protection, increasing the import tax, or the duty, sorry, on the imported flour from 20% to 47%, and we are going to give you access to the land, this so-called Navy land, for your operation.
Do you have a document from the government saying it's going to give you the Navy land?
We have at least this agreement with the government.
Mr. Bardi, the reason I ask you this question is clear. The land you're occupying was part of the ports. You show me a lease, but in order for you to get a lease, it must be based on something. Government can't just give you a lease of land which belongs to the Ports Authority or belongs to somebody else. Do you have any documents from the government to show how you came by Ports land and how Ports land came to be leased to your company?
I will have to look in the company if I find such a document that I don't have with me so far.
Okay. We have records to show that when the Office of the President required the ports to give you that land, it was on the basis that your company was going to compensate the ports for that land. Are you aware of this?
So we are paying a rent, a yearly rent. I have here the receipt.
Please,
for...
could you answer my question first? Are you aware that when the government gave this land to your company, it was on the basis that compensation would be paid to the Gambia Ports Authority for the land?
The only thing that I personally know is that we had to commit to equip this land with water, electricity, to build an infrastructure to receive the wheat. So silos, elevators, weighbridge, this is what I know.
Who dealt with the acquisition of the land on behalf of your company?
That was in 2012, so may I find an answer in the lease?
The lease is 2013, so I don't know whether you can find an answer.
Yeah. I can honestly not answer your question right now. I have to go and look in our archive.
We have a company called the International Milling Corporation. What is this company and what is its relationship with Gambia Milling Corporation Limited?
So, as I said previously, we were operating a mill in Sierra Leone, and at that time we met Mr. Mohamed Bazi for our operation in Sierra Leone that we stopped. And Mr. Mohamed Bazi, this is my understanding, had this company called IMC that he built in order to start. It was probably a pre-company before GMC. So he had this IMC, which most probably, I have to say most probably because I don't have any document with me and I don't know all the history of the company. So IMC, this is my guess, has been created by Mr. Bazi to start talking probably with the Port Authority in order to have the land, maybe the other land on which today the mill is built, you know, starting step by step to build this quite large industry.
Okay. Mr. Bardi, isn't it? I'm going to show you some documents which are exhibits before this commission. These are documents written to the Managing Director, International Milling Corporation, from the Gambia Ports Authority in relation to agreed compensation of $18,464,850. And I would like you to tell this commission whether you are aware of this document. This is a document from exhibits SC10.
Thank you. Thank you. no mention of anybody that I know, and well before the creation of GMC and Seaboard in the picture.
Well before the creation of?
GMC, the company I'm managing and in which Seaboard has invested 50%. So this is IMC.
Yes, okay, I take it that it doesn't mention anybody you know. Do you know Bilal Bazi?
No,
I don't know Bilal Bazi. And you don't know who, International Milling Corporation, IMC, as you said, was a company that was pre-GMC, that was liaising with the Ports Authority. Isn't that what you said?
No, it's my guess. I have no evidence. This is my guess. This IMC company has probably been created before GMC to get land.
Did you try to find out how GMC came by that land?
That's in. That's probably in our article of incorporation of the company. I have to look at that. Navy land has never been a topic for GMC until now.
No. When did GMC start operating?
GMC starts operating in June 2013.
Can I have that list that you had mentioned? Can I have a look at it?
Yes, please.
What is on the date of the lease again?
So, starting from May 1st, 2013.
Who was the managing director at the time? May 1st, 2013.
I don't see, I see a signature, managing director.